Ben, welcome back to the motherland. What are you looking at? What's upsetting you?
Vaginal gin?
It probably doesn't say...
Vaguara.
It probably doesn't say vaginal gin.
Might say Jaguara.
It's cachaça.
Chicasa. Vaguara.
Yeah.
Organic vagina gin.
It doesn't say that. It says cachaça Jaguar organic vagina gin. Oh!
Vagina gin. There's a picture of a pussy.
No, that's his name. Vagina gin.
Vagina gin. Small batch, pot still.
Small batch, small snatch.
The result of 5 generations of family passion. Take this away from me.
All right, the Habsburgs.
Who's the Habsburgs?
That's the big incesty group of kings and queens.
Ah, you've been listening to David Mitchell again.
I have the Habsburgs don't come up very often.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just a statement of fact.
Ah, right.
Ben, I have a gift for you since you've returned to the motherland.
A gift for me?
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't.
I've bought you. I bought you this. I bought you this.
Is it Lou Sanders' hat? Yeah!
Yeah.
Dick Inspector.
It's not homophobic because he's not gay.
I could inspect it.
Doctors.
A non-gay person could inspect the genitals of their...
Friends. And family.
We gotta do it, aren't we? Yeah.
Enjoy your hat.
Dick Inspector.
And your new job at the factory. Richard Inspector. It's just a name. Can't remember. Sorry, it's the dick alarm.
Hello? Yes, I'll be there immediately. I need to go. Dicks need inspecting.
It's an emergency dick inspection.
No, that was my alarm telling me to wake up.
Hey.
It worked.
Good job.
I'm here.
Good job, alarm. Welcome back to the motherland with your lovely hat.
Thank you. You keep saying the motherland. Are you talking about this studio or the fact that I've just come back from holiday?
Oh, both. I mean, you're in Cambridge, and this is where we started it all.
It is.
It's all, and this is where I plan to end it all. Yeah, not now.
You poisoned my coffee.
No, I've poisoned my coffee.
Oh.
You can call the ambulance. I think my friend's poisoned himself, but don't worry, his dick's fine.
I inspected it.
I inspected the fuck out of it. Yeah, no, it's a fine dick. Thank you. Yeah, it's the motherland of Cambridge. It's way hotter than we expected it to be when we booked this in, which is awful.
Thank heavens I've got my hat.
Yes, I'm going to do big sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you so much. I hit my hand on the
You don't have
table.
to punch the table.
I'm really angry at how much I just sneezed. Yes, it's the podcast Run in Fear. But keep it playing. Do what you want as long as we're always playing.
There's the running app that
Oh.
just plays, it like measures how far and how fast you go, but it also plays screaming and zombie noises.
So it's okay.
It makes you think that there's zombies and shit behind you and people getting eaten, so you have to keep running so you survive.
So it's Couch to 5K but with
Terror. Yeah. Couch to 5K but with trauma.
When I did Couch to 5K, it was not Susan Calman.
Sarah Millican?
Sarah Millican.
It's good that I
They're not
somehow
similar
managed.
comedians, but I think I've got them mixed up before. Yeah, Sarah Millican, she's quite good, but not a voice I necessarily want to run away from.
I would run to Sarah Millican.
Yeah. Although I found the app quite janky trying to listen to music at the same time. It would try to like duck the audio of the music so that Sarah Millican could speak to you, but then sometimes it would fail to bring the music back up, and I'm just in a gym and
Carry on my wayward son, off you go, pet.
Yeah, pretty much. But then the volume stays low, so I can all I can hear is my own feet. Yeah, exactly.
Are you doing great?
That is
It's not very good, Sarah Millican.
It's not what she's like. That is what the app feels like. Yes, it's the podcast. The podcast is now. The hat, wouldn't you know, has transformed today
Off camera.
off camera into a
Not
chef's
jankily at all.
into a chef's hat. Yes,
Wow.
waka waka, slightly elasticated chef's hats.
Slightly elasticated, poorly stitched.
But it was a pack of 4. What do you expect?
How do you know what the hat does? It looks really empty when it's not a small bowler.
No, that's the thing about the small bowler. You can have 2 questions in it, and it looks perfectly full to the brim.
Cool.
Yeah. Shall we start with the questions?
Is that a question?
Oh God, it might be.
That's how we've started.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start with the questions.
Off you go,
That was
Bon.
easy.
Yeah, well done.
This is from Michael. Thank you, Michael. And
Michael.
you're gonna like this because you go on about it all the time.
Do I? Is it the Habsburgs?
It's not.
Oh.
Is what I see as red the same as what you see?
Oh, okay.
From a non-colourblind, if you're colourblind in that way that it affects how you see red, no. If you've got standard eyes, then the answer... Wait, hang on. Yeah, if you're colourblind and you can't see red, then yes. Otherwise, the answer is no. However, that's not the point of the question. It's a how do we know what something is when we only have our own perspective of understanding.
This is the thing, we only have our perspectives, so there is...
We agree that this is orange
Yeah.
and this is purple.
Yeah.
But this could be a slightly redder orange to you than it is to me.
Yeah.
This could be a bluer purple.
Yep.
But we both know what it is.
We know what it is in our own context, and we understand each other when we say that. But so the thing is, we don't know, and there's no way to prove it one way or the other. Is sort of the problem there. But like the slippery slope is this could apply to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that when I touch this lovely orange ceramic cup and I feel the heat of the coffee inside, that could be a completely different sensation when you pick it up. When you pick it up, it could feel like what I would call sand and cold.
It's warm ceramic.
As far as he knows, I've filled it with sand. It's a very dry coffee.
I would like to... there's no way to know.
Yeah.
If there was, then that would be handy for, like, doctor's appointments.
But would it?
I think so, because if the doctor goes, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" "I have a pain." "What sort of pain?"
A blue pain in my ass.
An owie pain.
Right.
It hurts around, because, like, my back's fucked at the moment.
Yeah.
Because
Because of the things you've done.
of the things I do. And I don't know, I would say that it's left lower spine bit, up a bit from the bum,
Yeah.
middly bit.
Yeah.
I could roughly point
Yeah.
to where I think it is, but that might not be the case. What sort of pain is it? Well, it's not a dull pain, but it's sort of a dull pain. It's a little bit stabby, but it's an ow. It's a... So if you could just sort of like swap brains,
Oh, so the
or
doctor
like
could then
pop on
just
like
feel.
little pads so
Yeah.
they can feel,
Yeah.
or maybe it goes onto a screen.
Yeah.
That's probably better than
Probably.
putting the doctors in pain.
Pain. Yeah.
Then that would be...
Yeah, so that would be
Better.
helpful. I suppose that's a different thing, because the thing about what this question is getting at is whether or not we experience purple as the same purple doesn't affect the objective reality of what purple is. Like the objective reality of what purple actually is immaterial, as long as we all agree on what that is. The thing about pain and emotions is that we don't necessarily agree just yet on what particular kinds of pain are important, which is why it's so difficult for women to get treatment. Feminist.
Because they're not important.
Yeah, they just got
Woke.
because of woke. Yeah, women aren't important anymore because of woke.
Yep. It's
That's
all
what
because
that-
of woke
all because of
nowadays.
woke. It can't move for woke. No. Sorry, that was since I started at the egg factory.
That's yolk.
Yolk. Can't move today because of yolk. I made a spill. So, yeah, when it comes to objective truth and, like, pain, being able to say, like, you can describe with your human, non-scientific, non-doctor words, lower back above from the ass, it feels like stabbing. But they might not necessarily know that, like, oh, yeah, if it's in this one particular area, that's a big problem. Or, like, they don't know necessarily your medical history, so it's hard to know, like, the context of that pain. That's a kind of different thing, but I think that would be helpful if you could just, like, plug your brain USB in so they can see, oh, yeah, it's red here, so we'll give you some
I mean, I guess
massage.
we've just very much simplified all of tests.
Yes,
medical tests.
pretty much.
Because it's like an MRI thing. You go into the big tube, and then it goes Wizz, and then...
Yeah, the Wizz tube.
Did you hear about the person that got a butt plug stuck in the butt, and they had to go and have an MRI scan to check where it was, and it had been advertised as 100% silicone. It wasn't, had a metal bit in it. The doctor described it as an anal rail gun.
Yes, I would think so.
That's it.
How they're sort of made in such a way to not get lost.
That they shouldn't get lost, yeah.
Okay, are we saying that perhaps the manufacturers are at fault for not describing the materials?
Oh, certainly that, because
And not
anal
making
rail
it-
gun.
Yeah. Ale gun. No. There isn't a portmanteau there.
No.
No. Anal rail gun. No, that's the same.
Rainal gun.
Rainal gun. Rectal splody disease.
Is it a disease? I mean, it's a foreign body going into yours, I suppose.
Bet plague.
Bet plague.
Bet plague. Synsyphethrica. The bet plague.
Oh, dear.
That's what they sell there.
Okay,
Okay.
good. Yes, butt plugs should be removable
Yes.
with relative ease, I think.
You know, I don't think that's outrageous to say.
I don't think I'm going to get cancelled for saying that.
Is what I see as red the same as what you see?
Probably.
I mean, probably. Yeah.
With the information that we've been given on this, we don't know if you've got any... We don't know if you've got eyes. You might not have eyes.
That's true.
You could have one or multiple forms of colour blindness.
That's true.
But those unlikely things...
Because how do we
en
know
masse.
that dogs don't see colours? Like, how do we know that? Because I know that...
Maybe we've cut dogs' eyes open.
Great, but how do we know what that's being received as? You can't just plug it into a composite cable and see. I mean, that would be cool.
The types of cones.
Oh, okay. Right.
Human eyes have 3 different types of cones, which allow us to identify combinations of red, blue, and green. Dogs, on the other hand, only have 2 types of cones, which means they can only discern blue and yellow.
Okay.
As a result, dogs are red-green colourblind.
Blue and yellow. Oh, I see.
What you see, what
okay.
your dog sees. So dogs see things
Yeah.
sort of like in an American TV show when they go to Mexico.
Yes. Everything's very
Everything's
yellow.
a bit yellow, a bit...
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, because there's also on the flip side, there's fish. And we know that
Those
fish
are the
see-
opposite of dogs.
We know that fish see more colours.
Do they?
That's one of the many reasons they're opposites. Yeah. So, do you know the Rory Sutherland thing of purple isn't technically a colour?
It's the absence of green.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is like, it's one of those things like that's very interesting to know, but doesn't affect my day to day at all.
It's like finding out that, what is it, kingfishers are brown or something like that
Yeah.
because of how colours and lights and refraction and all this works. And it's like, but it's blue really, isn't it?
But what we perceive as blue. So I think what I think there's specific fish that can see purple as like several different hues within purple that we just can't comprehend.
Jealous.
Yeah. Doesn't really change anything.
Huh.
Still can't get my printer to work.
You've run out of not green ink.
I've run out of proto magenta.
Yeah.
What the fuck is proto magenta?
Went to school with her.
Names are stupid. I know someone that recently moved to your hometown, and
Okay.
they do not believe why it's called Roy's Stone
Because of the big stone.
because of the big stone. I told them the story and like, that can't be true. I'm like, I don't care what you believe.
It is.
It is.
Royston is named after the Roy's Stone,
Yeah.
something that was dragged there many, many moons ago by maybe Knights Templar,
Okay.
because there's the Royston Cave, which has all of this shit in it.
It's made of stone.
And there's a big stone, and it's got a hole in it, which used to have a big cross in it, but people use as an ashtray or a toilet now. And yeah, it was dragged there, and the town was built around it, and then they wanted to make a road, so they just picked it up with a crane and moved it like 10 metres to the side.
See,
They couldn't be asked to move the road. They were like, no, the stone's got to go.
In fairness, the version that I told her was that it was called Roy's Stone because there were people there and they wanted to build a road, but there was a big rock in the way, and the man that moved the rock was called Roy.
I mean,
It's
not too far from the truth.
the composite
but
parts of Roy and a large stone are there. So as far as I'm
Yeah.
concerned, that's the truth.
I mean, it is named after the big stone. I don't know why Roy is involved. So he might have been the one who moved it.
He's the one that moved it. He just got a stick and just kind of
Yeah.
shoved it out of the way. Yeah, Roy Stone. Stupid. Anyway, that's just by the by. Michael, dunno, mate.
Probably. The answer
We
is
reckon probably because we all got them cones, y'all. He's definitely got them cones.
Dem cones, them. I cones, them cones, them cones, them. I cones, them cones, them cones, them. I cones, I can see red, green, and blue.
But not purple. Never
Is
purple.
it yellow?
I don't fucking know.
I see the colours of the wind.
Brown. My wind is brown.
Oh,
Shall we do another question?
I suppose.
Go. Michael, go.
Sammy. Hi, Sammy.
Uh-oh.
Are there more eyes or legs on Earth? Legs.
What's your reasoning?
Insects.
Yeah. Yeah, it is legs. You're right.
Legs.
Yeah.
Because you're going to want to, people are going to want to go, oh, what about fish or snakes? It's true. They have eyes and no legs. But they're being depleted because of microplastics.
What?
As they should be.
Yeah, quite right. Quite right.
Burn the oceans. I'll figure out how to do it someday.
It's too wet, Captain. I cannot burn the ocean. It's from France. I cannot do it.
Paddleboarding.
In my head, it was like a pitchfork, but it was like smouldering slightly.
Still not a thing that sets fire to stuff.
No, it just had like embers on it. So like maybe at some point it had like a hay bale that was on fire.
Okay.
But like that was miles away, and he's walked to the ocean. Splish, splish. Captain, I cannot do it. Yeah, France.
Cool.
Flawless French accents aside, yeah, centipedes. They got so many legs, y'all. And I think only 2 eyes.
Think so.
Yeah. Dogs also twice as many legs.
Hundreds of legs.
Hundreds of legs.
Hundreds of
each.
legs.
That's what the fur is.
Yeah. It's all little wiggly legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bacteria don't have either. as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, why even
I
bring
can't
them up?
think of any. So it's all stuff bigger than that.
Yeah. Now, if it's people, because I've heard this question posed as, are there more doors or wheels? Which is a similar thought experiment what that insects don't come into.
Do we consider cogs?
I think we would have to consider cogs.
Because they would be wheels.
Yes, that's true.
So I would then go wheels. Steering wheel.
So a car has 5.
And then all the cogs in it.
And then all the cogs, but it also has 1, 2, 3, 4,
5 doors.
5, 6, 7 doors, depending on how you define doors, sunroof.
That's not a door. The boot is a door.
If the boot is a door, then the sunroof is a door.
No, that would be a window.
I hadn't even considered windows.
Those aren't doors.
11.
Those aren't doors.
They're kind of doors.
They're not, because they're windows. They'd be called doors. Your car door doesn't have a door in it. It's got a window in it.
I call it the car door, the car door, the car door, the car door, the ass door, the front door, and the top door.
The first 4 were ice creams.
Oh, we didn't even consider carte Dior.
Cador.
Ice cream. Oh yeah, we didn't even consider ice cream. Lids are doors. I'm saying it now, lids are doors. Oh, careful, careful.
That's not a door.
Careful, careful. Yeah.
Wheel lid.
Wheel lid. Ooh, that feels very strange. Have you had a go? Have a go at that. Because it's kind of stuck on there now. If I hold this down. Isn't it weird? Isn't it not what we want?
Legs.
Legs. Yes. No, you're right, it is legs.
I'm saying legs.
What? Okay, so what if we're just considering people?
Just people.
Because
Well, then you're going to have to take in accidents or mutation.
this is the thing. I think you're...
I watched X-Men recently.
Yes.
When I say mutation.
I
Like,
love that
you know,
new
like when
X-Men that
people-
has too many legs.
Yeah, like some people get born with an extra leg.
Yeah.
Some people get born with an extra person attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're just going the standard human, the default,
Yeah, vanilla person.
then it would be the same.
That's true.
So we'd have to think, do people lose more eyes or more legs? Does a foot coming off count as a lost leg?
No, it's a foot.
But then it's not a full leg. I know, it would just be the leg, yeah.
You could lose a leg and not lose the foot. You'd have 2 large wounds.
Well, you just stick it back on.
Yeah. You'd have a little foot up here. Hello!
Yeah.
Hello!
I reckon if it's people, then it would be eyes
More
because
eyes.
of glasses. If someone wears glasses, if you want to be mean to them, you can call them 4 eyes. If someone's got no legs and prosthetic legs, you don't call them 4 legs.
No, I think calling them anything...
If someone's got a walking stick, you don't go, oh, 3 legs. No.
Yeah, but okay, you can't... I don't think glasses are extra eyes in the same way that a sunroof isn't a door.
But a sunroof isn't a door. Sunroof is a window.
That's what I'm saying. Oh. Yes, aren't glasses are windows?
Eyes are windows to the
Don't
soul.
fucking say that. I think we could have an answer to this question if we just go around town with an ice pick.
Putting people's eyes out.
No, counting. It's using it to count. Or we could put people's eyes out, that would...
It sounds like that's what you were going for.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with legs.
Legs or eyes? I think it is legs, overall. I think even considering people, I feel like it's easier to lose an eye. It feels like less work. And I feel like even if your legs stopped working, you still have them.
I googled to try and find an answer, and Ours is
No, you're
about
sad.
the same.
Okay, right, good.
There's no direct authority on this.
Why not?
Just a lot of Reddit posts.
It's good for the soul, Reddit. That's great. Well, we've answered that then, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm going with legs.
Yeah, do you want to do another one?
And yeah, I think it would be easier to lose eyes, particularly if you're a creature opposed to a people.
Because I think you can damage the leg, or the leg can functionally not work without it being lost. Whereas I think most of the time, if you damage the eye, you're probably going to lose the eye.
I was thinking that if like an animal goes out and damages the eye might heal, whereas if it loses the leg, it's probably going to die.
Yes, you're quite right. Yeah.
Then that don't count.
Also, dogs, the opposite of fish. They have many legs.
Yeah.
Many legs.
And they see more colours.
That's true.
What is the ultimate love song?
Oh, okay. Do you have any pitches? Because I have the answer.
What is your answer?
It's Pound Cake by Van Halen.
Unfamiliar.
So it's... Pound Cake is a song from the latter half of Van Halen's career where David Lee Roth had left. Sammy Hagar was singing. Here's what you need to know about the song Pound Cake. It is ostensibly about the cake, the pound cake.
Okay.
The pound cake is a metaphor for a non-hoary woman. Basically, a trustworthy, nice, like small town girl who you probably marry and try not to cheat on.
Okay.
That's what a pound cake is. Very
Right.
simple and plain,
Okay.
but reliable.
Only 3 ingredients.
Only 3 ingredients. Pound cake. Eddie Van Halen plays a power drill in Pound Cake. Yep.
As an instrument, or he becomes...
In the stage production.
like Robert Downey Jr. plays Iron Man, does he play a drill?
Yeah, on the stage production of Pound Cake, the 3-minute song by Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen dresses as a power drill. And he has 2 lines of dialogue, and they are zzz and a pound cake. He couldn't remember them. He uses a power drill on the pickups of the guitar.
Okay,
And it sounds like a power drill,
cool,
which it would do because it's a power
because
drill.
it's a power drill.
And the music video for Pound Cake is a pleasant young woman going to audition for the Van Halen music video. Little does she know she's already she's made the cut.
Oh,
Yes,
sneaky.
It's very sneaky. You're not supposed to film the casting couch. There's
So
there's
meta.
videos about it. And she's at the audition and most of the video is her panicking because she's outside the dressing room and there's a little like hole in the dressing room. Yes, I know, quite. And she's looking through the hole and it's all of these women wearing not very much and they're like spanking each other and having a wonderful time and there's a power drill.
Because woke.
Because woke. And then she's on the outside going, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just a little pound cake or whatever. These are all cream buns. How am I supposed to compete with a cream bun? And she's wearing like a nice, simple, like sundress or something. And then she's looking through the hole and then it cuts to Van Halen, who are already performing in a different venue. Mm-hmm. And then it cuts back to her, and then at some point the scantily clad women like grab a power drill and like make another hole in the door. Narrowly missing her eyes, I think. Yeah, I think it's the ultimate love song. And then she runs away, thinking
that was the question.
She runs away thinking she didn't make the cut, but little did she know she was the star.
Oh,
Pound Cake by Van Halen, the ultimate love song. Yeah.
Barney the dinosaur.
Oh yeah, how come?
I love you.
I
You
see.
love me. We're a purple dinosaur.
Dynasty. Purple Dynasty.
The ultimate love song. What would make it ultimate? I mean, Tim Minchin has got some very good love songs.
Oh yeah.
If You Really Love Me, very good. It's about how if his partner really loved him, then she let him film her while she pisses, or agree to adopt so that she could keep her figure.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just this ongoing list of awful things.
well, yeah, it would have to be, wouldn't it? Like,
But it's done so lovely and sweetly
Okay.
that is where the comedy comes from.
I would assume so. Yes.
He also has If I Didn't Have You, in which he says how much he loves his partner, and it's 1 in a million. You couldn't change this for the world, but if I didn't have you, I'd probably have somebody else. And then just goes through the possibilities.
Yeah.
I think it's like Paris Hilton, skiers.
I think he probably would, to an extent, have his pick of the litter, but like aeroplanes,
Aeroplane.
very gauche. That's fun.
So those are pretty good.
Those are all great options. What's his name? Tom Monchin.
Tim Minchin. What about Happy Birthday? You don't sing Happy Birthday to someone you don't like.
Not true. My family. We don't sing Happy Birthday.
You see your family?
I see what I perceive to be my family. I think it's dogs, maybe. I think they might be dogs. What I'm saying is that I've recently taken up the hobby of singing to dogs and giving them birthday cakes. No, we don't sing Happy Birthday in my family, so I don't really have a context for that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with Pound Cake.
Let's go with Pound
Let's go with Pound
It's a
Cake
great
because
song.
it seems less inflammatory than the two that I mentioned.
What's Barney? Has Barney been cancelled?
Oh no, I forgot about Barney the Dinosaur. I was going
Okay.
for the two
The two,
slightly insulting Tim Minchin songs.
the twice Minchin. Alrighty, well, Ben, we have 2 titles to choose from. The first is Wizz Tube, and the second is The Fur Is Legs. And I've remembered that we're not doing this bit yet. I was like, oh yeah,
I'll forget that.
We changed it.
Yep.
But I forgot what we changed it to.
So, Liam, where are you online?
I am at LT Guitarist. I do music and stuff. It's, in general terms, pretty good.
It's alright.
Yeah, thank you. Ben, same
You should listen to it.
You ought.
I'm on Instagram at Spike Pearson, Pierson. There's lots of food.
Yes.
There's me going and doing stuff. Try and do new things. Sometimes remember to take photos of it.
That's good. That is what Instagram is. The podcast is at Convo Hat Podcast. It's like this, but it moves. Oh, God, it
It
moves.
does move.
Ben, I have 2 titles to choose from.
Can I guess them?
Sure.
Is it WizTube and The Fur Is Legs?
Yes.
I think it should be WizTube.
You think Wizz Tube?
It sounds both like a porn site for premature ejaculators
Not urine.
and a vessel like a shiwi.
Okay,
But
Wizz
like
Tube.
if you needed to use your shiwi or your penis if you have one to wee standing up and you didn't want to like leave it lying around, you would go in the WizTube and then you could take that home and dispose of it at your leisure.
I was thinking maybe something like a shiwi, but for men what don't want to stand up.
Like a toilet.
Exactly like a toilet.
Cool.
But it's wherever you are. It's pre-pissed jeans.
The world is your toilet.
Thank you for listening, folks. We're going to go now.
Goodbye.
So there. Hey, right.
Bye.